gentlemen, he will now bow to you.
There's a bit of the grass underneath is a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen, because it will give you an idea of how much serious downrush there is from those two acid roses. And look at it, just absolutely towering up. That's a tower climb, they call it. Rotating at the same time. Extraordinary manoeuvrability for something that's so incredibly large. Having gone up, you now have to come back down again. But there's a feature, incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, of all aeroplanes. A really tight descending spiral. Well, we haven't got a Huey here, but we'll have a 412 later on, ladies and gentlemen, the Dutch SAR, and I must say the snap of those blades, it always reminds me of the Huey and that wonderful phrase there, with a great suck of the bread. Ah, the smell of napalm in the morning.
You watch too many films, Mr. O'Brien. As he's coming back down now. There is a route that he's going to be doing a running landing.
Yeah, big flare as he comes in. Now there's the touchdown, but look, he's holding it off. And look how close those rear rotors are to the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Running along, slowing down very gradually.
Now, is this aeroplane going to turn around or no? We told you there are people in the back of this aeroplane. They are the low masters. Their job
is going backwards. Well, quite extraordinary, but as I say, driven by the guys in the back, the low masters there in the rear. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. And this really confuses me. Which is the front end of the helicopter and which is the back? Climbing and turning backwards. Outstanding. Basically two flight crew with main carriage seating for up to 44 troops operationally and somewhere in the order of 2,000 casualties. Look at that nose action. Extraordinary nose down action. Waka again. Well, apart from being here, of course, in the UK and very largely with NATO, other operators of the Chinook have been in Argentina, Australia, Canada, Egypt, Greece, Iran, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand. Virtually the whole world knows this extraordinary, ubiquitous helicopter.
At least one of the RAF Chinooks started life as an Argentinian Chinook when they brought the fuselage back from Falkland Islands. They lent it to us, apparently.
Waste not, want not.
Now, the next manoeuvre is allegedly called the roller coaster.
Now, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Pitching over like that is quite extraordinary, really. Why the rotor blades don't either touch each other or clap hands, I really don't know.
As we said, you'll believe a shed destroyed.
The aficionados, of course, they are semi-rigid rotors. And look at that for a pushover.
We had one of these into a charity fly-do at Popham Airfield a couple of weeks ago, and Dick Richardson, the airfield manager, came up and he said, "Did you see the pilot? He was at 90! So we have some wonderful people flying these. I don't think he really was 90. Wonderful high wing over there at the far end.
Well, the captain today is Dave Trail. Co-pilot squad leader Andy Knapp, crewman Sergeant Bob Larkin. Bob Larkin's mum is here today. So look at what your beloved son is doing, Mum. Anyway, welcome to you, Mr. Larkin.
In fact, you now get a chance to wave at the crew. They've got the rear door open, and the load master is there sitting on that back end. I imagine he wants to sit down on the helicopter.
Now let's go and give them a big wave, because believe me, these guys can see you very, very clearly. So hats, coats, anything you've got, give them a big wave. They can see you're taking part. Keep your proactive, have fun, enjoy. Look at the way he's got the orange back there to make sure we can actually see him. Don't fall out, old lad. Marvellous. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. So that applies very much for all the displays. Believe me, all the pilots, all the hangers in the background. pulling up into a sensational attitude, and then again, oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, there is a stall turn in a helicopter. Quite extraordinary. Keeping it low, quite interesting, because if you didn't, I think it could turn out to be very exciting. And look at that, if you wanted to get down into a tight space quickly, what an extraordinary spiral, a vertical spiral. I just don't know how they do it, but it is stunning. I do look forward one day to being in the cockpit of but also it must be just extraordinarily exhilarating. To do it in a fixed-wing aeroplane is one thing, to do it in a helicopter quite another.
Three operational squadrons at Odeum. Number 7, 18 and 27.
There they are, waving out the side door, ladies and gentlemen, the crew there. There's quite a little G-loading, of course, and when they push over the top in these bumps, these humpty bumps, you're going through 0G, which means you're coming out of your seat, and negative G definitely lifts you out of your seat, so I'd be interested to know how the guy in the back copes with those.
Because he's standing up, where G-forces affect you more anyway.
Yes, indeed, but what he's going to be doing is doing a little bit of astronaut practice. It's the same manoeuvre as the
Yes, indeed, yeah. And of course, the Chinook now coming around to land. Of course, we were next to have the P-51. We did hope the P-51 was